look, Ellie. You're on camera, look. Where are you going this morning? Huh? Huh? Where are you going this morning? Where am I going? Yeah. Hello, welcome to my second video. Thanks a lot for tuning in to watch. This is week 2 of my training towards Ultra Run event in August. This morning I am at Devilla Forest, which is just outside Kincardine, and it looks pretty stunning. I've never been here before to walk or to run ever, but I was recommended to come here, and it looks good so far. I don't know how much you can see in the background, but the scenery looks pretty awesome. So I'm not sure what to expect in the forest, but so far so good. But yeah, don't know what to expect in terms of terrain. I do know it's roughly 12 kilometres ish, I believe, so 12k run, which will be the farthest distance I've ran so far this year and in the last 2 weeks, sorry. Yeah, so here we are. I'll hopefully join you during the run itself and give a bit of an update on how I'm getting on, where I'm at, how difficult it might be, and we'll take it from there. But it's been a good week overall for training. I've been trying to track it. Someone made a really good point around trying to track, rather than just individual times, the times I'm maybe achieving through another metric, which I'm going to look at on a weekly basis. So last week I ran 36 kilometres, averaging 440 to 450, I've got it written down there, 440 to 450 per kilometre over the week. So 36 kilometres, and I'm actually on track to do the same this week, 36 kilometres. The only difference being I've ran less frequently this week and longer distances. So I've ran 2 8Ks this week, a 4K, and hopefully a 12K today as well. Sorry, somebody's staring at me. Yeah, so 32 kilometres so far. Sorry, 32 kilometres after today, and then I'll probably do another run tomorrow. So it'll be around 36, very similar. And yeah, I just want to end the introduction really by saying a big thanks to anyone that's watched, subscribed, liked the video, and in particular I should give a big acknowledgement to my very close group of friends who on Sunday I received well, for lack of a better term, a gift from them, I suppose, of new recording equipment, which has made this journey so much easier already. And for anyone to chip in and contribute to something like that, just, yeah, really thankful. And I know the guys know that I'm thankful, but it would be appropriate to acknowledge it on this video as well. So big thank you. Really appreciated that gesture, and it's done nothing but just motivate me and inspire me more to keep going in this journey, which has been a huge jump out of the comfort zone. And I probably didn't expect, I expected about 99% piss taking, if I'm honest, and 1% of support. It's probably been the opposite. Most of the messages have been really positive, and I've only had a tiny little bit of piss taken, so I'll take that. I'll take that on the chin. So yeah, I've been overwhelmed, to be honest, and also just people that have taken the time to feedback about the video. In particular, I've had, you know, one person in particular's you know, give me a good solid bit of page worth of feedback, and I'm trying to implement that as much as I can in the video with things, you know, feedback like trying to avoid individual times, measuring that a little bit differently, and I'm also going to try and be a little bit more informative on the locations that I'm coming to as well, to, you know, give people a little bit of insight if they are runners or keen runners on how they get there, how they access it, what the route itself is like. So yeah, going to try and do that a little bit more today, and possibly share the location after the video as well in the link or the bio of the video. So yeah, big thank you, really appreciate it. 12k today. I'll hopefully join you during the run, let you know how it's getting on, and then do a little bit of a recap at the end. Alright, cheers guys, speak soon. Okay, so the Devilla Forest has been a bit of a disaster. I'm about 4k into the run and the terrain's terrible. So I've just found out now I'm just having to change my run. My plan was to run round the Devilla Forest. By the way, the scenery is really nice, but they've just chucked loads of stone down, which I guess is fine. It caters for probably the majority of people walking and dogs, but it must be for bigger vehicles coming through. And you know, again, this is maybe a lesson on my part, but I wear quite thin running shoes, and it was like running on glass. So frustrating, because I was really in the zone this morning. So I'm determined not to give up. Part of me was just, I'll just re-record a new video tomorrow, but I guess this is part of it, isn't it? It's part of my journey. I'm going to new places. There's probably things I'm not thinking about, lessons other people can learn from. So, you know, as much as I can moan about the terrain, I mean, I could be bringing two pairs of footwear, you know, going in, getting a feel for the terrain, and then changing, whereas I've only brought my thin running shoes, which is naive. That's my fault, my learning. But equally, it's a little bit frustrating they just chuck stone like that, because it just doesn't cater for running at all. But I found a really good route now. I'm running towards Kincardine. And yeah, I just really need to see how that goes. The path here is a lot better already. I ran my first K in 4:30, and that was with the tough terrain. So I reckon I'd have got a really good time my first kilometre if I'd had the better terrain. Easy to say that, I guess, but I felt quite good. So I'm keen to just bash on. But a few learnings already, and again, water. It's like, it was probably the biggest lesson from last week because I was so dehydrated. And then again this morning, I've forgotten my water bottle and I've not brought one with me. Idiot. On the plus side, it's all the negativity out of the way. The scenery is pretty awesome. Well, minus the pylons obviously, but I'll just be running past them shortly. But the scenery is pretty awesome actually, which I guess is what's frustrating, is could be enjoying this a lot more. So yeah, I'm in uncharted territory here. I'm kind of off the map that I'd planned to run, but there's signposts for Kincardine. It's also, actually, it's fairly well signposted here, I must say that. So yeah, I guess I'll join you in a bit. Don't know where I'm going to end up. Oh, but I think I can see the yokels maybe. So yeah, alright. Speak to you in a bit. Okay, so I've really ballsed this up today. So I'm about 8k I'd say into the run-ish, no idea on times because I'm holding my headphones in. I've got to a stage where I'm having to ask people where I'm going, which sounds ridiculous, and I'm not doing this for comedic effect, by the way. I had to come out the woods because the woods were terrible. So I followed the signs of Kincardine and I've ended up, I think I'm parallel to Kincardine. I don't think I'm in it, but I think I'm parallel. So I've just asked two people there and they said to keep heading down left and I'll come into Kincardine, and what can I say? Sorry guys, it's not exactly been a run around Devilla forest and it's not been particularly structured, but like I say, it's all about sharing the learnings of it. I could easily probably just sack this off and do another one tomorrow, but this is part of it, you know. And I'm sure there'll be a few learnings I can share at the end of the video. But I'm feeling good, I'm actually enjoying it. I'm actually enjoying the adventure of it all. You know, being somewhere I've not been before, running roads I've not been before. I've been in Kincardine before, but I think I'm in Kincardine now. It's felt like a little bit of an explore rather than a run. So I'm not too sure how the times will be, but I've enjoyed it. But yeah, so many lessons to take from this. But what a beautiful morning it's been as well. Absolutely stunning. A little bit of sun, tiny bit of wind, not too humid. Perfect Scottish weather. Well, not perfect, I'd rather it was baking hot, but for a run it's pretty good conditions. Right, okay. I'm definitely coming out Kincardine now. I recognise this street, so I'm going to go keep my wits about me. I'm going to have to do a bit of a loop back to Devilla Forest somehow, so I'll probably see you back in the car. Cheers. Oh, right Ellie, look, it's a video. Do you want to say something this time? What do you want to say? You can say any word.
Silly.
Silly? Is that it?
Yeah.
Do you want to pick another word? No?
Doggy.
Bogey. Brilliant. That's going on my channel. You've just said bogey.
No, doggy. I said doggy.
Oh, you said doggy, right, okay. So yeah, review. I'm doing a review the day after the run. Yesterday didn't go well at all. Devilla Forest was a bit of a disaster, really. A couple of lessons on my own part, but also the route wasn't particularly great, I didn't think. And frustrating, a little bit emotional, not in the sense of being sad emotional, but just, you know, frustrated and a bit annoyed. There was a couple of issues yesterday with technology as well. I got this new camera, which is amazing. I'm still getting used to using it. So I've not taken any of the scenery videos that I intend to take. And that's, you know, a big part of it. So yeah, a little bit of a frustrating day. So I'm trying to. I thought I would sleep on the review, and come back to you today. So what I would say, just to kick things off, is I ran this morning. So I didn't intend on running any great distance. So I did a 5k this morning. And I did it in just over 20 minutes, and it's probably a personal best for a long time. So just kind of goes to show the volatility of training, really. That yesterday I had a really frustrating day, but I just got up this morning. And just, yeah, I guess getting on with it is a bit of a lesson. Just not getting too downbeat when I get bad times and bad runs and less enjoyable routes, etc. Because today I had a really great run. I felt brilliant after it. Really proud of my times. Like, I don't try not to focus on individual times, but you know, I was really proud of that this morning. So yeah, that's a real positive. A review of the Devilla Forest then. So I'm going to try and give a review out of 10. What would you give it out of 10, Ellie? What number out of 10? Devilla Forest.
11.
11 out of 10. Not sure I'd agree. So I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10 based on, I've put a little bit of a formula together for this. So I've considered accessibility, parking, terrain, which obviously didn't score well, the enjoyment of the run itself and the scenery. So all metrics scored fairly well, and I don't want to bash Devilla Forest. It was really nice, and I'm sure if I went there for a walk it would be great, but I am just scoring it in the context of going there for a run, in the context of me going there for the first time. So you know, that it's more an indication of that score. That's all. I don't want to bash anyone, but 6 out of 10 wasn't particularly great.
I squeezed it together.
You did, that's right. And again, thanks very much for everyone for watching. On to next week. I've got a couple of ideas and locations over the next few weeks, which should be pretty cool. The one next week I've done before, so we shouldn't have the challenges that I had yesterday. And another lesson is I'm going to try and do routes before I video them, so I'm not going to go and run them for the first time, because it's also not particularly fair on the review score, I suppose, that I might put over. But Devilla Forest, you know, absolutely a run you can go and do, easily accessed. Good locations next week. Thanks everyone again for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and yeah, I think that's it really. Anything else to add, Ellie? Anything you want to say? You want to say bye?
Bye.
Churro.